Hi guys, I should have probably just included this with the last section, but here we are. So the only other fuel that you need to know, bar the ones involved in fractional distillation and crude oil, the only other one you need to know is hydrogen. So you only have to know how it's formed and what it's used for. So there's two main ways in which it is formed. And it is the steam reforming of natural gas. And what that means is that natural gas, methane, which we've seen now a couple of times, methane is CH4, is reacted with steam in the presence of a suitable catalyst. You don't need to know the name of the catalyst, to form hydrogen and some carbon monoxide. So that's where we're getting hydrogen from. So that's the steam reforming of natural gas. Methane is natural gas reacted with steam in order to form hydrogen. The second method for forming it is the electrolysis of water. Now, electrolysis comes into chapter 20, which we haven't looked at. That's one of the chapters that we could potentially need to leave out depending on how things go. But for this, you can still answer this question. To form hydrogen through electrolysis, its water is broken down into its components that make it, which we can clearly see from the formula is hydrogen atoms and oxygen atoms. For some reason, my half there is after moving, that should be in front of the oxygen here. So your reaction would be H2O, water, breaks down through electrolysis to give you H2, hydrogen gas, and O2, oxygen gas. Again, that half should be down here next to the oxygen. Now, the upside to this is that it does give us the hydrogen we need. The con, or the downside, is that it's a very, very expensive process. It's a very expensive way of producing hydrogen because, as the name might suggest, electrolysis, that involves electricity. So that's why it's very expensive. So it's not very widely used. The other way that you can produce hydrogen, which we saw in the last video, was that it can be produced by dehydrocyclization or reforming. So just to flick back there again, that was back here. So when we're dehydrocyclization is when we're removing hydrogen from a straight chain alkane to form a cyclic compound, one with a ring in it. So hydrogen can also be produced that way. And then you just need to know some uses of hydrogen. The first one is the manufacture of ammonia. Second one, manufacture of margarine, sorry. Organic synthesis, so that it's used to make organic compounds. So we'll see some examples of that coming up as well. And obviously the chapter that we're in, it can be used as a fuel. Something to note on this, if you were asked about it, burning of hydrogen is very environmentally friendly. The only product when you react hydrogen with oxygen, hydrogen with oxygen, the only product is going to be water, just the reverse of this reaction. So it's very environmentally friendly. All you're making is water from it. But, spelled this wrong, that should just say forms. It forms an explosive mixture with air. That's why we're not using it at the moment, because as soon as it comes in contact with air, there'd be an explosion. So we need a lot of work doing in order to use it as a fuel, because we need to work on storage and transportation. So storing and transporting it safely before we can use it widely as a fuel. Any questions on this? This is a quick video. Any questions on it, just let me know.